Cold, cool in this wind, breathable time. Top coatable, rooted or stem. Breaking away, nigga on fire, Reno. Ongoing flotations of the middays, north to south, morning or sunset of those two figuristical values of the circuit turning on circuit, time, angle, axle, missing or creational or laterals. Now what's the iceberg's valley depth? What about the oceanal peak, sea lateral peak? What about the mountain peak? What's the sky layer peak? What's the locational speed of the land freeze? Check it out, I know the land speed of this mixed rail relocation. Now I'm about to get a geographical response for my first re-eye symbolistical frost. It's the curve is directional distantal start of this magnetical germinational has stepping corner cut and trimming trimmed boundary or barrier edges of cold commotional world sighted or inflictional specialized covers that go ahead and bore and share at properties at the second or seashoring or soil departure and risements of the going peripherals of the illustrated illusions of the inscriptional instructions of the lighted or brighted or circuit turning or preloadable mountain or heights of the climbing or withins. This type of distance on the token or taking or token or taking or path is a present or one creation or blow by push. A blow pushing or by of the ongoing or frontier or frame that is folded in the verses of new multiversitals of particularization, closing, opening, or encryption with changes. These type of improvisations are for the better too from worse precise or flights of the e-coastal resettings of new productivity or the blinking of sight, picture world of a paragraphical, going legendary or in a historical next generation or sounded the noise of outer thoughts that land in a true constellation or off degree of entouchment of earth ritualistical ionical being gatherness of the cosmic ions togetherness of the potential growth, collisional growth of the space ionical being back to the curved edge of distance. These type of starts or a multi or path to magical germination on mixed rails, open on steps that are closing flaps so far, so deep, how mid or liquid or really travels in a trim space of elasticity depths. These type of new co-opening of edges or rebending or enshapements or surrounding space may be collapsing. World sights inflictional bent encryptional convex optical ipsital footed or depths or raindropping or flips. I got this one right here for somebody to draw. If anybody want to color it, I need it colored actually. That'd be nice. And if I had pictures of it colored in sequence, that'd be even sequence and even picturization. The body listicles, nameless. Desert in freeze, ongoing routes of the grass bladed or living or on surging or out salts. It's left to wondering and imaginary, you're thinking of two sea levels of mountain or shore, peaks of mountain or pre-sky layer ripping or spin on or flows of probabilistically of randomness tuning of the top coated or rooted or stem, symbolistical expansional of the cloudy or re-involvement of the atmospheric or 10 to 4 to 1 out. Flight plane, flight, mystical flight plane, mystical time traveler, future past in between, red and indigo vibe. The counting, recounting, no calculation, separated all to change from lane to speed, from up body to earth body to up sun. Now what direction of sun is this? When we're coming to the equilibrium corners, as this being what? Equilibrium corner, maybe it's tilted, it's just a tilted rise. It's more the rated to what? Current, or thinking or thought it or depth of layers or socialistic or still active. The skill active, rated to skills, experience of the curve, jacket to roll, the design, the master, the degrees, understanding of encryptions, affinity letterings, of large gold rings, of speedable degrees of speeds, and blinker shines of up sun, currental, circular turning, directional coursing, of absorption, release, dissolved moisture, crumblance, of a new polarization. See, this is right here, it's like a life-taking or living or hit of the work terminal pain, outcoursement of uninfactories, later mystical coursings of the seeping or soaking or first fathers or caves, of surface tear, functional rated was always sighted or above, and awakening awakened of the catch-ups, two knots, mechanical gearing, mechanical powering, some more left for earth not 5-2 tie mechanical mechanism with precise gearing doing miles per hour, and a new lane lean speeds that are gaining with new thought or thinking or thought or casuistical flight. So gone with the thought or thinking of flight before you thinking your thought